Top of the afternoon, man. Top of the afternoon. You know who it is, who it should be. It's your boy J Cass, better known now as who. You see that trailer? I'm getting live loaded. I'm up here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's about 2 hours from where I got to deliver to in the A. You know what I mean? So you thinking about being a truck driver, huh? Well, let me explain to you what comes with this truck driving. Basically, whatever you do in your regular vehicle, say you speeding, you run the light, it's going to count on your CDL. Is it fair? Nah, it's not fair. But that's how they do things. They don't separate the two, folks. So now you have to walk a thin line when you in this trucking. Also, for you loud heads, right? You like to smoke. You like to get your Chief Keef on, your Puff Puff Give on. Guess what? You can't do that neither, folks. Because basically they'll give you a random at any given time. You have to pee in cup. And you won't have time to take that what's it called? Golden Seals and whatever else you do to not get detected for having what's that what they call it? I know it's marijuana, but it's a term for it in your bloodstream. And if you fail a drug screen, or if you refuse to take a drug screen, and they put that on your DAC report, driver has refused to take a drug screen after getting into an accident or what have you, after being summoned to take a random, guess what? Your career is finished. You will get the lowest of the low type of jobs. Nobody will want to hire you. See, like with this CDL thing, man, it's crazy. You have to be, see, like I tell people, and I joke with it, but I'm dead ass serious. Pause. I used to sell the drugs. I never used them. See, that's why I'm not worried about a random. I could pee right now because I never smoked cigarettes. And of course, I tried weed in high school and I didn't like it. I was an athlete. Now, if anything that was reckless in my life, I could say like sleeping with a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, back in the day or what have you. But this ain't the job for you, youngsters. If you base your life on you have to smoke, this is not the career for you, because it's not going to happen. Like, you're going to get a random and you have to take it right then and there. You can't go home and do whatever and wait a couple days. It don't work that way, people. Also, it's so hard to get a CDL, but then you could lose it in one day. Say DOT pulls you over, right? They give you a series of tickets, right? Say you get into an accident and it's deemed your fault. You could basically ruin your career off of the simplest things. It's hard to get, but it's easy to lose. Matter of fact, let me share a situation that J Cass been through. I was in my regular V, the red Challenger. If you're on my channel, you see the red Challenger. It got 24s on it. It's a V8 RT. It got a chip in it. Whatever white boy that had it, because it was a one owner, I'm the second owner, he souped it up. You know what I'm saying? He put some up in the engine, because when I say it goes, it goes. So anyways, I was in stop and go traffic. For some reason, when you got that stupid ass car, because I always have foreigns, which you can go through my channel and you can see all the foreigns that ran through these hands. I was more of a foreign car type of dude. This is my first muscle car. So I'm long day, it's 6 o'clock in the evening, it's stop and go down a 55-mile-an-hour road on both sides, you know what I'm saying, because of the evening traffic in Atlanta, right? So for some reason, this car always, I guess that's why they call it a Challenger, because everybody wants to race. I wasn't in no racing mood. So I get this car coming up on my bumper, like trying to push me. You get what I'm saying? So I brake checked them. And then I hit it for a second. I brake checked him. I hit it. Did I even hit it? Nah, I didn't, because it was stop and go traffic, right? I brake checked him. He had to swerve over. So then he comes in the other lane and he cuts me off real sharp. He almost hit the nose of my car. So, of course, that upset me. And me being me, it's summertime. I had the AC on, so I rolled the windows down. And I pulled in the other lane, and I pulled up on the side of him, and I threw my hands up like this. And boy, it went like that. So I went like that. So he reached down, and he pulled out a handgun. Now, mind you, we in stop and go traffic. See, down here in the South, they got this middle lane with a solid line and a solid line and dots on both sides of the solid line, where you can pull in that lane, and then when it's safe to go into traffic, you can pull out. It's like a safety zone lane. So I pulled in that lane. Now, there was a car in front of me, and there was an SUV in front of that car. So when he pulled the gun, I got out of the line of fire, because I wasn't about to catch no bullet over somebody cutting my car off and we giving each other the finger, shooting the bird. So I went around the two, the car in front of me and the SUV. As soon as I went around the SUV, he threw his lights on. It was one of those cop SUVs where you don't know until he throws his lights on. It's an unmarked. So I pull over, he pull over. So it's a black dude. So I'm like, all right, it's a brother. So he come up to the, he take about 8 minutes to come up to my car window or whatever. So he comes up to me, he's like, hey, what was that about? I said, somebody just flashed the gun at me and I wasn't going to stay in the line of fire. So I went in the safety lane and went around and you threw your lights on. I said, I wasn't going to stay in the line of fire. So he's like, first he asked for my license. So he was like, man, he said, whatever. And he took my license, right? I'm like, damn. So he go back to the car, to the SUV. He's doing something. Then all of a sudden, I see another SUV that's marked. They got police on the side. They got the lights on top. So then he comes. He hits his lights. He busts a U-E in the road. And he parks behind that SUV. So now he's on the passenger side talking to the cop through the window. And the cop doing all this and making hand gestures and stuff on what I did. So the one that's by the passenger door, he looking like this, turned his head, then he looking like this. I'm like, oh man. I said, first of all, I'm not dirty. Anything I ever did was up top. You know what I'm saying? I've been clean almost 12 years down here in the A. I haven't been doing no hustling and nothing like that. So I'm like, I ain't got no warrant. So I'm like, why is he, you know what I'm saying? So then look, now both of them walking up to the car. He walking on the on my passenger side, and he walking on this side. And I see he got 2 pieces of paper in his hand. You know, like that, whatever kind of film paper they put the ticket on. So he hands me the first one. I look at it. It said improper lane change. All right, if I gotta fight that, I bet I'll fight that. But the other one said reckless driving. I'm not signing that. Oh, you not signing it? You not signing it? Step out the car. I said, step out the car for what? I said, man, give me the ticket. So I snatched it out of his hand. I was mad then. And I signed both of them. He gave me my copies. And they proceeded to go to their SUVs. And I went on home. But here's the thing, though. How you going to charge me with reckless driving if all I did was the first ticket, improper lane change? But then you slap reckless driving on top of that? And you a brother, you know damn well if a CDL holder gets reckless driving, your career is finished. Because reckless driving don't come off your license down here for some reason. It stays on your L's forever, on your license forever. A job looks that up, there's no job for J Cass. And you could lose the job that you got. Because here's the thing. Let me warn y'all this too. When you sign on with companies, they send your credentials to the insurance companies, right? Their insurance company that they use. They send the credentials. The insurance people have to approve you. Then they can hire you. If the insurance people don't approve you, you don't get the job. So now that's what I'm saying. So back to my story. So now I go home, I'm all depressed. Wifey asking what's going on. I said, look, I just got 2 tickets. One was an improper lane change. I got to go to court 3 months from now. So we was looking it up. So basically I was told that you can take this class, and if you're about to get points, it'll remove the points, but it won't remove that reckless driving. So I'm like, man. So I go to the class. It was like we had like 2 weeks to go to the class. So the next Saturday, me, my wife, and my daughter, we went to the class. So we took the course. It was $100. So that's $300 right there. I paid for me and wifey. My daughter paid for her own because she had to do something for her license. So while I'm in the class, I meet another brother. He was from up top. He was from Jersey. He was like, look, you're going to have to get a lawyer, bro. I'm like, get a lawyer? This is my first offense. Why would I need a lawyer? He was like, I'm telling you, this is the South. Part of the South. They do what they want to do down here. They create their rules as they go along. Each county has their own rules here in the South. And he was like, I'm telling you, you need a lawyer. I said, yo, but it's my first offense. Why would I need a lawyer? He was like, I'm telling you, you need a lawyer. So now me and wifey go home. I'm stressing. I had the bread. I'm like, damn, man. So I'm doing more research on YouTube, and everybody's saying I'm supposed to get this first time, the slap on the wrist. But I guess when it comes to CDL drivers, they say we should know better. So I couldn't get the slap on the wrist. So guess what? I had to retain a lawyer. Guess how much she wanted up front? But the good thing about this lawyer, she said this is a one-time fee for everything. Even if we got to transfer from one courthouse to the other, she was like, this would be the one-time fee. It was like almost 1900, 1887 or something like that. So I Zelda the bread. We spoke on the phone a couple times. I never met her in person. And we went to the courthouse. As soon as you go in, the South is different, man. As soon as you go in the courthouse, they had it spread like if it was COVID going on. So they have a sheet of paper on each bench with a pen. And basically it's telling you you have the rights of this, that, and the third. And it wants to know what your plea is. Guilty, not guilty, or no contende, or whatever it's called. NOLO. Oh, damn. This dude done? No, damn, they loaded me quick. Yeah, NOLO. So, I gotta go back inside. But I'm gonna finish telling my story. Hold on, folks. I knew that was gonna happen. I said, once I start running my mouth, watch they be done. Yeah, so I ain't have to plead yet because I had a lawyer. So my lawyer comes in, we meet, and she was like I told you before, she said, you're not, I know this prosecutor, I used to work in this courthouse. She was like, he's not gonna give no breaks. So she said, what we gonna do? We gonna transfer to Fulton County, the same county that banged Young Thug over the head. Even though he home now, that's that same county. Like, Fulton County don't play, you heard? So I was like, all right. So she was like, don't get your hopes up high, blah, blah, blah. So we go in front of I ain't even go in front of the judge. She basically did whatever, gave him my folder, and then she came up to me again, and she was like, look, I don't know what door he going to. She was like, look, like I told you, she said, I'm gonna transfer the case. She said, just lay low. It'll be transferred from 6 months to a year. So she said, just stay out of trouble. Don't get in no trouble, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, damn, man, I wanted this to be done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to have this lingering over my head for 6 months to a year. So boom, I leave out the courthouse. As I'm leaving out the courthouse, I see this clown. I look to the right, he getting out his SUV. I'm like, yeah, you got me, bro. You got me. So I go back to my truck. Now I'm fiddling with the damn Bluetooth because wifey normally drives the Alfa Romeo. You know what I mean? So I'm fiddling with it, trying to get it to connect. Now I never had this problem before. Because as soon as I get in the car, it connects off the rip. So I'm fooling with it. All of a sudden I see my lawyer's name pop up. I'm like, what does she want? You know what I'm saying? She told me I had to wait 6 months to a year. So I pick up and she's whispering. She's like, hey, where are you? I said, I'm still in the parking lot. I was like, why? She was like, I was able to get that improper lane change thrown out, and I was able to get the reckless knocked down to no contest or something crazy, but it's not gonna be on my record. She was like, can you pay another $250 more? I said, I sure can. Went in the stash, because I brought like $3 grand with me. Went in the stash, boom. Ran back in there, paid the $250. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm walking down the stairs, he must have went in the building. Now he coming back out. So I look at him, right? He hurry up and take his phone and put it on this side because I'm walking on this side. So he go like this, like he don't see me. As I walk, I was so mad as I'm walking past him. I was like, you B-A-N. You know what I'm saying? I know he heard me. I said, little do you know, I beat the case, bro. I'm about to go in here and pay this little bit of bread and I'm done. So boom, paid the bread. And that was just off of a cop trying to ruin my career. But that's the thing about, the prime example is the thing with this CDL is very delicate. You got to treat this very delicate. You can't get into no accidents. You can't get no speeding tickets. You can't blow down. It's a lot that comes with this. Your health got to be good because you got to pass your medical. Because if your health is not good, they only going to give you a 3-month card. It's a lot that comes with this CDL thing. So like I said, if you're thinking about being a truck driver, you have a series of things. Your career is on the line every day when you drive this truck. You can't use drugs. Even in your regular vehicle, you still got to obey the laws. You can't be speeding and getting tickets because they're going to hold it against you. Like, it's a shame how this game is, but that's how the game is. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. So if you need to smoke every day and all that, this is not the career for you. If you want to be racing in your sports car and doing dumb stuff, this is not the career for you.